Oh my goodness, we are back, and going through the notes, you guys did some pretty interesting things last session, like stealing an evil wizard, and then making a deal with the myriad gentlemen to become smugglers and thieves. I think all these things track. I think this is about right for such a chaotically good group to, do such things, right?
We better hope these decisions pan out for us. Otherwise, we've made a big mess for ourselves to clean up.
Oh, we've made a big mess for ourselves to clean up.
Session 31 picks up immediately as the party enters the Judgment House Temple Chamber. Outside, Bird, revealed as a black dragon, unleashes acid in the Cloudtop District, providing the perfect distraction. Inside the temple is swarmed by undead apprentices, and the Bone Devil locked within an electrical field. And with that, the team rolls pretty high initiatives. The Chaos Pack, which, by the way, the AI has consistently called you guys the Chaos Pack for two recaps, which I think is amazing.
That is now our name, the Chaos Pack.
The Chaos Pack launches into a desperate battle. To safely perform the touch-based uncursing ceremony, Lyra lifts Zatina into a protective bubble lift and floats her towards the center. The combat is intense. Riel coordinates lightning strikes. Lyra calls down Moonbeam, and Bludgeon acts as a human blender, despite briefly being blinded by acidic vomit. Father Jinx holds back the horde with a massive searing turn undead and casts Spirit Guardians. Crucially, the party discovers a vital mechanic. Shattering an undead's lantern and instantly drops the zombie and releases its soul. This allows them to methodically clear the 24 enemies. Amidst the chaos, Zatina courageously concentrates on her spellbook, successfully weathering intense psychic feedback from the ceremony attempt. As the ritual completes, the Bone Devil reverts into his mortal form, the legendary Archmage Vespin Kolaris. Still trapped inside the lightning cage with barely a hit point atop an activating summoning circle, Vespin is pulled to safely by Riel's tactical vortex warp. When Zatina's dispel magic fails to deactivate the summoning circle, Vespin conjures a gravity well that teleports the party through the astral sea and safely back to the Third Eye Apothecary. As the apothecary, a confused, memory-addled Vespin initially believes he is still in the Age of Arcanum, when Zatina explains Aor's destruction and his role in unleashing Asmodeus, the sudden flood of memories causes Vespin to slip into a catatonic state of astral projection. Eldira alerts the group that the Cobalt Expositor Beauregard has actually been missing, suggesting the sending response Zatina received initially was likely a Divine Impostor. Meanwhile, Father Jinx meets the gentleman and Ruby of the Sea at an alley casino. The gentleman provides amulets of mind shielding, but demands a 10% tax on the party's smuggling operations, support for Ruby's council run, and any information on Vespin. The session concludes with the exhausted party carrying Vespin's inert body upstairs so that they could begin their long rest. Bludgeon, roll a charisma save for me, if you would, please.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Bludgeon, you're muted.
Doesn't need to talk to you to roll a dice.
Yeah.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13.
Saves don't count for guidance.
Or I can use some heroic inspiration and do it again.
For you, there is a sense of familiarity. This city looks familiar to you. On the horizon, a familiar gate. You can see a sun rising above that gated horizon. You see the familiar silver armor and blue colors of the Vasselheim Guard. Each section of Vasselheim is dutifully kind of protected by different high bearers. each high bearer kind of makes up a purpose of justice within the city. The council of high bearers meet on occasion, decide the fate of the city. And each of the sections of the city are kind of built around the original prime deities. Why this place is so familiar to you, you're not entirely sure. Its familiarity is in the smell of the air, the cold feel of the kind of the snow that's on the ground and on the buildings and all around you. You pass by a tavern, you pass by a market stall, you're walking through familiar streets. Looking up in the sky, however, you see two moons. You see both the red moon of Rudius and the blue moon of Katya. There's no sense of impending doom or disaster. It's as if you're walking through a memory before things went bad at the Battle of the Barbed Fields. However, there is an interesting man that you meet on the street. Here, you recognize this as the person that introduced himself as the Count Baron Abercrombie to you prior to the arrival of his three daughters. Whether or not you truly believe that this is actually Vespin, because your memory is both in the modern time of where you come from, as well as in the time of where you feel like you're having some kind of waking dream. Maybe an ancient or old memory that's allowing you to kind of move through the streets and as if you're remembering something. And maybe it is the conversation with Vespin. Maybe it is the idea that somehow that conversation stirred an ancient memory. There is a feeling that this is the day before the Battle of the Barbed Fields. The streets are both calm and excited at the same time. High bearers are assembling militia and armed forces. The news of arriving refugees, the news of the sightings of dragons and other creatures of calamity, the news of a massive force of creatures descending upon Vasselheim any day now, perforating both the silence and the calm of this place. You find yourself standing in front of Lord Abercrombie, Count Abercrombie, depending on what he enjoys to be called. There, standing in the background, is a woman. She's quite tall, slender but wiry, also kind of hooked onto her belt is a spell book. You can tell that she is wearing the colors of a caster, the robes that identify her to be someone of the arcane schools. There is absolutely nothing familiar about her at all. There's something strange about her presence. There's something false about her presence. You then recognize an illusion when you see one. You pause your conversation with Abercrombie, almost as if the memory continues to chatter on behind you. You step through the memory of this conversation, and as you approach this strange woman, it is an illusion of disguise. The reason the subject is tall is because the subject is a dragonborn within the illusion. You can see the red scales and the familiar profile of Davernix, the dragonborn wizard. For a brief moment, he looks at you, you look at him as if two time periods, two unsolicited memories find each other by accident. With a shock on his face, he begins to slowly diminish and vanish. You wake up, sitting up in your bed, staring out the sunlit window to your right. Father Jinx, Go ahead and give me a charisma save, if you would, please.
Okay. Charisma save. What's my charisma? Ooh, a natural 20 for a 22.
You hear small pebbles being thrown at your window. You hear that tick, tick, tick.
I'll wait for the brick to come through. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go check.
You get
Keep
up.
getting bigger and bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go.
And when you get to the window, you see a person down in the shadows of darkness, and you're looking. You're not sure who it is, but you can tell that they're looking for a bigger rock, and they kind of stand up, holding a bigger rock, like getting ready to throw a bigger rock. And you recognize it to be the Ruby of the Sea. She immediately drops the rock, sees you at the window, kind of points at her ear and her mouth, and points up at your window. And then she points down in the shadows of the front of the apothecary. And then she slips away into the shadows.
All right, I'll climb out and go down and see what she has to say.
Give me a stealth check, if you would, please.
$21.
Does anyone have a passive perception of 21 or higher? Okay. You managed to make your way
I'll
out
pull up
front.
reels. I'm going to pull up reels. I don't think he does, but I'm going to pull up reels.
I don't think he does either. As you pass through the hallway, climb down the stairs, silently slipping out the front door and into the shadows of a nearby tree. The Ruby of the Sea is wife or partner. Some people don't really know. It would seem that they behaved as partners or possibly husband and wife. The mystery of their relationship is always kind of added to the mystery of them and how they use their power to influence those that kind of serve within the myriad. Well, Father Jinx, I must say you handled yourself quite nicely earlier this evening.
Yes. I'm a little cautious when people start giving me compliments.
Oh, as you should be. Spoken like a true scoundrel. Anyways, my partner does not know that I am here. I think he can be a bit demanding when things don't go quite the way he was expecting.
I noticed.
Now, I know that he thinks that I want to sit on the council as a means to control the situation and give him a shadow economy upon which to do his crimes. It's both true and false at the same time. You see, in reality, I intend on robbing Emon quite blind. I want to start with the Citadel. Then I'm going to start with its taxpayers. Then I'm going to start with its business owners. And then I'm going to start with the average citizen of the city. And I intend to take every last copper out the soul of this place. Would you like to know how we're going to do it?
Yes, of course.
Oh, well, that's good, because you see, you said that. Therefore, you're now complicit and you're willing to help, are you not?
I don't say I'm willing or not. I want to hear I want to hear a plan, but sounds a little bit audacious.
Yes, I will accept that as your affirmation. Anyways, so
You
do you know do you know what keeps that citadel aloft when it is flying above the Cloudtop district?
Magic?
Well, it is a magic substance called broomstone. You see, there's very little of it in the actual world. A very long time ago, a very powerful meteorite hit Alexandria. it ejected this rare mineral out into the world that turned out to be magical. There's rumors that's the essence of a god and blah, 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 if you believe all that bullshit. Anyways, you see, because of its extreme rarity, it's believed that the master wizard and the professor that put this whole thing together used a good portion of what was left in Exandria to do it, therefore causing Emon to expend much of its wealth that, to be honest, it cannot afford. Well, we are going to steal all that brimstone, because I don't know if you've noticed, the Citadel only goes into the air as a defensive mechanism, which means when it is settled into the Cloud Top District, the bottom of it must sit somewhere, and wherever it sits, we're going to figure that out. We're going to steal every last crystal of brimstone, and we are going to be so exceedingly rich, no one would ever dare to come look for us. What do you think of that?
Well, that sounds wonderful, actually.
I think so too. Here's the problem. While I enjoy the gentleman's companionship and from time to time his droll conversation, my true heart lies with my daughter, Chester. And her husband are planning, well, they were planning a trip of extended stay. Unfortunately, the two of them have disappeared, and I'm not entirely sure what has happened to them. So, in absentia of their details and remarks on this little adventure, I decided to move along with it until they reappear, and once again, I expect their affirmation. I like being rich. Father Jinx, would you like to be very rich as well?
Oh, never hurts.
Good. Well, I will have the beginnings of a plan drawn up. Do not tell the gentleman that we are having this conversation.
Wait. I got a couple questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course. What are these?
So, are you
so-called
gonna
questions?
be on? Are you gonna be on the council?
Oh, definitely. I will. You will see to that, of course. The gentleman was quite specific that you get me elected, of course.
Well, that's number one. Number two is I know the gentleman is. I mean, I would be confident in putting, my trust in myself, like he's put his trust into me. I don't think so, but a little bit. But my companions, they have a mind of their own. I can't make them do something they don't want to do.
Oh, would you like me to get you potions that would allow you to do that?
No, I don't want to do that. But
would you like me to kidnap them and hold them hostage and convince them otherwise? I have very many tactics I can use.
Well, yeah, I was thinking a little bit more subtle than that.
Money? Do you want money to convince them?
No. I just think they need to hear from someone, the positive things that can happen when we basically take over as the Thieves Guild in the city.
Oh, yes, I suppose. Well,
because he was sounding kind of demanding with all of his.
He always sounds like that. He is.
It's got to be a two-way street, especially with my friends. I mean, they don't like to be pinned down to anything or anybody.
Well, you have a wonderful shop here in the promenade. Clearly, they don't mind the permanency of resident and functioning within the guidelines of the society that has, crawled its way back from where it was before. Clearly, they like some permanency.
Well, yeah, but if this place is going to go penniless, what's permanence in this city got to do
what's
with it?
A couple generations of absent wealth? I mean, 30, 40 years. I'm sure they'll make their way back up towards.
Well, what's our cut out of this?
What would you like it to be?
I don't know. How much is that shit worth?
Well, those flying ships that you see on occasion that traverse the different continents? Brimstone is usually, saved for the use of those ships. I think this dragonborn wizard and his professor friend were using some kind of magical way to retrieve Broomstone. And how they retrieved it, I don't know, because they coveted so much of it. I would say they found more than what's currently should be available in these current times of Broomstone.
Well, because it probably used some type of time warp to go back into time and get it before anybody knew what it was about.
I see.
That's my theory on it. Since you started talking about that, yeah.
Oh, of course. Well, anyways, a crystal ounce of Broomstone, a single crystal ounce of Broomstone, is worth about currently on the market 25,000 gold an ounce. I believe they converted with the use of residuum, which is a white stone resource to improve magical amplification and application of magical enchantments. I believe they probably used about 1,000 pounds of Broomstone to create the magical lift required of that citadel to do its thing. I have, 1,000 pounds. How many ounces to a pound? I leave that up to you. We're solidly in the many millions of gold that we could harvest from the underbelly of that citadel.
Well, 10% sounds pretty good.
How much?
10%.
Excellent. Deal done. You sell it to your friends, I draw up the plans, and we shall figure out how to make this happen. Oui?
Well, I got to talk to them. I mean, I'm telling you what I want for my cut, but I don't know.
She places her tiefling finger under your chin, kind of does that little rub of your chin.
Mm-hmm.
She can see her ears kind of twitching, and she just kind of purses her lips at you. I don't think you'll have any problem with that, will you, Father Jinx?
Well, I don't know. I'll see.
And she just kind of winks at you and kind of just skips off into the darkened streets.
Bitch. Okay.
Coming after my cat
trying
Wiles.
to play.
How dare you?
Hey, what'd you see her daughter's name was?
Jester. And her husband's name is Ford. The two of them are currently missing.
And they are part of the Mighty Nine.
Oh, well, fuck them then. All right, I go back up.
But there's only
back up
7.
to. Well, yeah, that's always the hidden joke, right? Mighty Nine.
No, they're part of the Mighty
Nine.
Nine.
Which is actually spelled. It's not even spelled the number 9. It's spelled the German form of 9.
German form of 9. Meaning no.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Mighty No.
9.
As you head up to finish your
Because
long
they rolled
rest.
a lot of 9s.
Well, there's that too. Zatina, give me a charisma save, if you would, please.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, we might as well assume we're all going to fail this charisma save.
Natural 20 for
she got a natty
23.
20.
Nice. I love
As I
it.
said, we're all going to fail it. She gets a natty 20. Wow.
Zatina, your understanding of magic has always been your guiding light. Finding yourself in a very deep, restful sleep, thinking about Vespin Kolaris and what he might have to offer you in the way of magic is kind of shaping your current dream state that you find yourself in. But it's strange how your dream state almost feels a bit tactile, almost like a little bit real, except you find yourself able to control it. Rather than the dream state kind of forcing itself upon you, you find yourself walking through it almost as if you're living a kind of existential dream about a hopeful or a misplaced notion of what you know about magic. Knowing that Vespin Kolaris is historically renowned for being one of the most powerful wizards ever to walk the face of Exandria. Although in modern times, the idea that Caleb and the recently deceased elf wizard and some other people related to the Cerebus Assembly may challenge that title, there's a feeling that you have a unique opportunity and you find yourself accidentally slipping into Vespin's astral projection. His current location of his astral projection is somewhere in the now modern Dwendalian Empire on the outskirts of Rexingtrum. The location that he's currently at used to be the home of the city of Aor. Used to be where the Foundation bones and where this great city of Arcanum once stood, and is now nothing more than a covered over natural environment of hills, broken landscape, and the 1,000 years it took for the vegetation of trees and other things to grow over this location. He has no awareness of you being there. It's almost as if a magical slipstream had opened and your subconscious slipped into his astral projection, and you find yourself tagging along with him. And you find yourself doing this in such a way that you're experiencing many things that you think he is experiencing for the first time. He visits the illustrious Cobalt Soul Library in Rexingtrum. He goes to Nicodranus. He goes to Marquette and visits many of the landmarks of Marquette. Suddenly, he arrives at a location that startles him at first. Give me a survival or history check to see if you can recognize where you are.
Does she still get guidance?
That's a 1 for a 9 non-history.
9. The landscape is frozen with snow and mud, but from left to right, the entire horizon is a series of craters. Massive craters that look like they've recently happened within the last couple days or so. You can see great columns of smoke and debris still settling off in the distance. You can see a great forest fire taking root, like something that's been burning for days off in the distance. This place has been utterly laid low by something, but you're not really sure where it is or what it is. Your sleepy and kind of attached mind is kind of lost to this sudden magic that you're being able to kind of attach yourself to. Maybe it's a spell that you've been exposed to. Maybe it's a magic that you didn't even know you had. Maybe it's something connected to your past. Hard to tell for sure. There is a look of hopelessness, anger, and confusion on Vespin's face. He turns and you watch as the silvery cord that is his connection draw back to his body, back in the Third Eye Apothecary. You feel the ethereal slipstream of magic dissipate. Your eyes open to an early morning of the following day. Lyra, go ahead and give me a charisma save, if you would, please.
Okay.
Oh, now you get your dice out?
My dice were already out. They were just to the side. 13 plus 3, 16.
16. The world now exists in two frames of magic: natural magic and arcane magic. Divinity is now pretty much completely absent, with the exception of a few causes. Most people that cling on to the past and how it relates to divine worship more of the idea of the celestial heavens, where the sealed gate exists within, and therefore they pull their magic and power from that place as a whole. The gods don't really answer anymore. There is a moment in your sleep when you can hear somebody calling out to you. It's muffled, hard to hear. You find yourself standing in your room, but you look at your bed to see that you're still asleep. Standing up in your room, looking down at the floor, you see that the portable hole has been laid out and is currently open. The voice is coming from within the portable hole. You hear a familiar female halfling's voice calling up to you from the bottom of the portable hole. Now, Lyra, why would you do so much harm to an innocent old woman? Can you imagine what you've done? I've done nothing wrong. Why would you kill me like this? And why do you keep my soul trapped down here in this magical barrier that I can't escape? I don't understand. Whatever did I do wrong to you? And you look down to see the eyeless and handless body of green leaf spring kind of looking up at you. And there's like mucus coming out of the eyeless hole. There's a little bit of blood trickling from her mouth. It wasn't careful surgery, so the hand is fractured bone from where it was, just kind of like taken. Yeah, just kind of taken. You can even see swarms of flies and maggots
There are no flies in our
swirling
portable hole.
around her feet. You kind of look over at yourself asleep. You look down in the hole. The corpse form, kind of patiently waiting for your response.
I have no words. I'm looking.
You find yourself at the bottom of the portable hole. You find yourself with a intact hand around your neck. You find yourself no longer being held by the halfling, and you look up to see the kind of disfigured face of the true form of Vecna looking down at you. Well, we'll just have to peel the skin off, see what we can find. And you feel this like searing pain, and then you sit up, staring out the window as it is the light of a new day. You can already hear Eldira shuffling her feet down in down below.
Is the portable hole open?
No,
Is
it's
it-
closed.
no?
It's tucked away where you expect it to be. You can see your stuff. You see no sign of the figure of Vecna. You can hear the crowd outside the window. You can hear the doors of your friends opening as they're beginning to rouse and head down towards a morning's meal.
Now, we had said before we went down for a long rest that we were going to take turns watching
Mhm.
Vespin's body.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was part of your long rest activity. So once you were done
Okay.
with your turn, you kind of
Right.
went to sleep and, had that
Okay.
experience that you had.
Okay.
It's now early morning. You guys have all gathered down at the usual breakfast table.
Wait. I'm gonna open up the portable hole and I'm gonna look into it.
The preserved body is still there, sitting there, unmoving, exactly the way you left it before.
Okay. Roll it back up and then go down to breakfast.
Okay. All of you are now gathered together. You can click off a long rest. The following morning, what would you guys like to do?
Do anyone else have weird dreams?
No, but I had a weird meeting last night.
You had a weird meeting?
Mm-hmm.
In your
The
sleep?
gentleman's wife came to talk to me, Ruby.
Oh, she was very pretty.
Yeah, well,
She came to talk to you.
In the night.
yeah, I don't mess around with people that are not of my kind. The pots don't fit together. I understand. But
I don't think that. I mean,
I don't
works
think
out
you're an
right.
actual cat. You're a tabaxi.
The parts work
Are you
right.
telling me that, like, so when tabaxis are walking around, right, their dick and balls are hanging out? I don't
No,
think
they're
so.
wearing
Why are you wearing
clothes.
pants?
No one told me that. They're cats.
Round.
They're cats.
You're wearing pants.
That doesn't mean I have a dick hanging out. I'm a cat. Don't tell me about my own race. Jesus Christ. Okay.
You're anthropomorphized, which means you are like a human, but
Oh,
have
you like
feeling
that
features.
Japanese anthropomorphic porn stuff. Okay.
Sometimes.
All right. There you go. All right. So I have this huge pink cock and balls. Okay. I guess it'll
I mean, the
work.
question is, are they furred or not? But you know,
No,
See, this
it's
is why
completely-
I have to
and it's always
separate these
slimy
two. I
looking.
gotta put him over here, put you over there.
Yeah, there we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
uh-huh.
I have a glistening pink shaft and balls. Okay. And it's underneath my pants. Okay.
Luckily, we're all cat people, so that's a
So-
horrifying.
Yeah,
sight.
right.
So, yeah.
Doesn't a cat with like? If you had a cat,
Oh, wait,
you would
wait.
not-
I have a
you would
picture.
You would take
Wait,
it to the,
I have a
you would
picture I
take
need
it
to
No,
share.
no,
I have a picture I need
no.
to share.
No.
Yes.
If it walked across
Yes.
your computer and something dragged across your keys, you would have a problem with it. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I gotta see if
So-
I can find it.
Okay. Can we get back to?
Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
you strayed the course, not us.
I no. No, that was your wife. Sorry. Okay. So, she came to me with a proposition.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, I know what you're thinking already. She wants to do a heist, and I told her we'd take 10%.
A
Deep
heist of what?
tail? What kind of heist?
Well,
Okay.
she wants to steal. It's called Broomstone, right? Not
Mhm.
Brimstone. Okay.
Broom.
Yeah.
Brumstone.
So she wants to steal all the broomstone from underneath the citadel.
Zatina.
Which is $1,000 an ounce, and I did the math. It's 400 million gold pieces worth of
And
with a broomstone. 10%, that's 8 million for each of us. 8 million gold pieces.
Legends a good supporter.
Yeah,
Huh?
which is already like he's already getting out the local catalog. He's
Right.
he's looking at properties.
That's
He's
right,
like
right. Exactly.
And
Zatina's immediately like, who the hell is she selling this to?
I don't
Is
care.
question.
I just know we're gonna make a fortune.
Care.
Well, I'll tell you right now, they have almost every bit of broomstone, and she indicated that there's no way they could have gotten all that broomstone because a lot of it's already been used for like flying ships and such. So my guess was they probably went back in time and found most of the, the broomstone and brought it back.
Hey,
So that means they can go back
Jason?
for longer than 5 seconds.
who was doing this?
I got a question
Um,
for
Who was doing it?
storyteller.
The sorcerers you were working for, apparently.
I got a question for storyteller.
Hmm.
When we were in those caves, did anything in
Mhm.
those caves look like brimstone?
Give me a history check on that.
And she said while the citadel's sitting on the ground, she doesn't know she wants to get to where the broomstone is. So it only float that thing up for an emergency. So we have time to like get it, but we have to find out how to get underneath the citadel. And she does not sure what's underneath the citadel. And I was kind of thinking because of the scar and all, there might be a way under.
Legend brings up
21?
his dream had Davrix disguised prior to the Battle of the Barbed Fields. And you said maybe these guys are out searching for more broomstone through time. Maybe
Was there a brimstone at the Battle of the Barbed Fields?
do not know.
I would say for you, Bludgeon, the fact that Davrix had disguised himself as a wizard, a female
Right.
wizard, that perhaps they've been using their ability to slip into 5 seconds of time to figure out where Broomstone would be located. And then they would use that as a way to then further go back. Once again, though, the more that Davrix kept using that magical gateway to go back and forth was slowly making him quite mad.
Eating his
Um,
mind.
Yeah.
They were on a reconnaissance to find it. Through 6 seconds at a time through time.
Okay, Ivar, I put it in Discord. You got to look at the picture.
Oh, fuck.
He,
Am I ready for
he,
this?
he hates calling up Discord.
You know, I'm glad I did what I did for 25 years. So
You
this is
see,
horrible
this
shit.
is the reason why certain cats should have to follow society protocols. Okay? I follow society protocols. This cat should be wearing a diaper. A diaper. And I like how it says, "Oh hey."
Oh, hey.
And the funny thing is, how many of us have had cats walk across our computers? I mean, that would be quite the angle to have to show the world.
All right.
The way they clean themselves already makes me very uncomfortable. So, that's just me.
Bludgeon, Zatina, did you guys look too?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see anything.
Those are called painful
Age of
looks of
Restoration.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry, shit.
Neil did it in a link. That's...
Excellent response, Neil.
Oh
Thank you
my God.
very much. Excellent response. I think that's
I thought it
perfect.
was going to be like a cartoon. That's even more horrible.
I know, right? I guarantee you that's augmented. That's
Cats
just
could have,
impossible.
should have.
I don't
fur.
think that. Okay.
Dingle ding.
Okay.
Or it should have.
Anyways, so historically, or do I remember if there was any broomstone in those caves?
You can't unsee
There-
that.
Probably the one thing that you remember is that one portal or gateway that you and Bludgeon and Eldira interacted with had signs of residuum and had signs of broomstone in it, but not a lot, very little. Broomstone can be used as a magical kind of resonance or
So that's the one that we
amplification of
came-
power.
The one that we came back through.
Correct.
Now, any of the other portals that we looked through when we were trying to find portals back to our place, did it look like any of those would have residuum in them?
Residuum or broomstone, not
I'm
either.
sorry, brimstone.
Yeah, not that you could remember, but it does
Okay.
bring up an interesting point. Now that this conversation is kind of being had, the application and the construction of the broomstone magical columns that are being used to hoist the city up in the air took about a year and a half to fabricate. It just so happens that's about when the strange behavior of Thordak's scar began to kind of happen at the same time. It's quite possible that Davrick's original intent of sending you down to do research there was probably to discover if the broomstone was having some kind of effect on Thordak's scar, and therefore allowing Davrick to determine what his next steps are with Professor Dorn in the building of those magical columns that allow the Citadel to rise up into the air.
Do we think that as they accumulated more and more broomstone, that made the scar unstable?
It's possible. Thank you, Kirsten. I enjoy your PG-7 cat very much so. Thank you.
It's always better when they have fur.
It is always better with you. Those cats creep me out. Thank God Father Jinx is muted. I don't even want to know what he just said.
I said I need to look at a PG-7 cat right now because my mind's been scarred.
Exactly.
By the last cat I looked at.
I love scarring people. Yeah.
In fact, I think we should forward that
Our-
article that Neil sent to see to it that cat gets the needed treatment it requires.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, you get the feeling it start like all the things that you guys have been learning are finally starting to fit into place. The idea that they were finding places back in time that had small amounts of broomstone upon which they could bring back. The idea that the construction of the broomstone was causing problems within Thordak's scar, creating a kind of unstable environment that was creating random doorways and planes and rifts that were reaching out to different places of existence and kind of tapping on the forehead of creatures or entities or powers that be. If you're a creature of power and you sense this kind of destabilized rift or destabilized plane of your existence, you may find it quite attractive. Maybe that's the essence of the astral dreadnought and the idea of its threat to the material plane, or other entities or creatures that recognize this kind of strange destabilization. I mean, from your guys' point of view, the last time that any of this ever tried to happen at any scale was during the period of Arcanum, when the three great citadels used to fly and float around Exandria pretty much unfettered and unchallenged.
Did they move locations or did they just rise up, stay there?
They would actually circle Exandria. They would move across the different continents, the great oceans. It was a period of some of the greatest arcane representation of power, up until the point they thought that they could use that power to challenge the gods directly.
Dumbasses.
A kind of D&D version of the Tower of Babel.
Dumbasses.
So Zatina's just thinking about, so they've collected, frankly, more brimstone than's been around since the Age of Arcanum, basically.
Correct.
They have all that brimstone would give someone who was really knowledgeable of what to do with it an obscene amount of power.
But I think the point was there's more broomstone than originally arrived.
Right. What I'm saying is, right.
Go ahead, Zatina. Finish your thought. Wait, hold on. Zatina, finish your thought.
My thought is, if we hand this over, if the Rubius seat does succeed in stealing all of this brimstone, because it is now the largest repository of brimstone in Exandria,
In existence.
who is she going to sell it to? And what are they going to do with it? Because with the destruction of Rudius, well, if she wants to get her money's worth, she's got to sell it.
No. I mean, I don't think she's going to sell it all to the same person.
Well,
she'll be the repository for brimstone.
My point is, with the destruction of Rudius and the disappearance of all of the living heroes, including, I'm assuming, Imogen, which means Predathos has been taken out of the picture now, because where Imogen goes, Predathos goes with her. That could potentially mean, I mean, do we honestly think anyone other than Asmodeus was behind the destruction of Rudius and the disappearance of all these heroes? And then potentially him getting a hold of all of this brimstone?
Sorry, because the Ivar side eye. Oh, I love it.
Wait till they find out. It'll be fun.
I mean, it's a valid point. I mean, Rudius is gone, and the only person that would want that to be gone would be Predathos. I mean, you would know that. And if Predathos somehow figured out a way to escape Imogen, and he is now free, obviously he saw Rudius as the only place that could ever hold him again, so he destroyed it. That kind of makes sense.
Well,
Oh my God,
you're right. All the heroes are
game.
gone. So yeah, I mean, it's sounding more and more like, Asmodeus is now Asmodeus has definitely been implicated multiple times in some of these goings on. So to say that he's not continuing to do stuff, I mean, he's already fooled Zatina once. Fool me once, shame on me, or shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That idea that you don't want to get fooled by him again.
And as because is it common knowledge that Jester is the Ruby of the Sea's daughter? Or
I would say with the success of the Ruby of the Sea, the success of the Mighty Nine, and the proliferation of their kind of heroic status, most people know that Ruby of the Sea and Jester are mother and daughter. They've long since put that together. It's kind of become a kind of entertainment lore connecting both of their fame to the known world of Exandria.
And I mean, we already know once that Asmodeus is able to impersonate, able to impersonate Beauregard so efficiently that he can respond to ascending as if he was her.
I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws, if you would, please.
That's why I was asking, where's Vespin?
Legend rolls a 4. He's still eating bacon.
I got a 15.
I got a natural 20 for 25.
Another one?
24.
I rolled with advantage.
I got a
24 is close. Zatina, Zatina, you hit the DC right on the head. It was a DC 25. You guys are currently being scryed.
And we can tell?
No, only Zatina can tell because her mind managed to resist the scry attempt on her. Zatina, you get the feeling that someone is scrying on each individual, but at separate times, as if to kind of get the full understanding of this conversation. And at that moment, Vespin comes walking down. You watch as his face kind of freezes, and you watch as he kind of like casts a spell, which you recognize as detect invisibility. And then in the corner of the room that you guys are eating breakfast in, you can see the scrying orb now plain as day to all of you. And you watch as Vespin just looks completely like insulted. How dare you scry upon us, whoever you are? Be gone! And he like casts dispel magic, and you watch as the orb kind of like shatters and is dispelled.
I hope that hurts whoever it was.
He kind of rubs his eyes and looks at the table and, may I join you for breakfast? I'm feeling much better today.
Please do.
I'll
Have some bacon.
I'll
Who was scrying on
plate out
us?
and stuff for him.
Okay.
Legend hands him bacon.
Yes, bacon, my favorite. Quite the yummy animal. Did you know that the pig is the closest relation to a human being? I find that rather interesting. The second closest relation is a earthworm. I don't know why, but useless information. Number 9512. Listen, I've been thinking. I have not properly thanked all of you for what you've done for me. More importantly, I think this is a second opportunity for me to do the world, well, to do it right this time, to bring about subsequent change of arcane power without the resonance and destruction of a self-destructive, maniacal arcane wizard that I think I was when this happened. I feel like this circumstance has been there was a theater performance I used to watch quite a bit back in the day. It was called Scared Straight. I think it's kind of landed with me. I think I need
Turning over a new leaf.
Well, technically, my leaf never turned over yet.
Druidcraft.
All happened.
And turning over a new leaf.
Oh, strange little girl. Anyways, I think I owe this world an obligation of discovery to go out and see what the world is like now and see where I fit in it. If you don't mind, over the next couple of days, I'd like to prepare myself for this journey and see what this world has to offer me.
You know, now that you mention it, we might have one of those opportunities right here.
Oh, what would that be?
And I said, and I would explain about Thordak and what he did to Emon about 30 years ago.
I think it was 60.
60.
Yeah,
50
yeah.
or 60 years ago.
Yeah, it was
It was
the
longer
time
than
period.
30.
It was the time
And I
period
would-
of Vox Machina, yeah.
And I would say he attempted to escape a losing battle, and in doing so, he created something we call Thordak's Scar, and it's this anomaly that's causing problems and attracting unwanted attention. And I would explain about the Mercury Dragon and what it is, and how if it got a hold of the Thordak Scar, it would just be the end of everything.
He kind of like consumes that initial information, and he looks a bit perplexed. Perhaps there's a library or a place here that I can learn more about this. I think I know of this Thordak creature. It was imprisoned on the plane of fire well over 1,000 or so years ago. Even during my time, we knew about its capture.
Yeah,
Well,
he got out.
It escaped, and it created something called the Chroma Conclave, where it gathered the greatest of all of the chromatic dragons it could find.
Oh,
And they ransacked Emon.
well,
And
I
he
imagine...
created his nest where the scar was now.
I
The hero
understand.
group Vox Machina managed to defeat him, but before they managed to kill him, he attempted to perform a wish spell to open up a planar gate and escape. It failed,
Yeah.
but it backfired in an interesting way. And now it's sort of like this unstable, permanently open gate to different planes.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. For this, you would have guidance if Lyra is nearby.
Guidance.
Yeah, fix the fuck up you caused. How's that? For starting
26.
out?
26. Man, she's rolling good tonight, isn't she?
Yeah.
I immediately rolled good, and then I rolled the crappiest roll.
Yeah, that's fair.
Possible.
Those are very much Kirsten rolls. I've been eyewitness to many a time. So what you're saying is, located here in Emon, up in that Cloud Top district area, there's a very powerful echo of a very powerful failed magic. And you think if I were to explore that and look into the possibilities of what that means, that maybe this redemptive cause that I'm currently on may be used as a means for me to pay back society, so to speak.
Yes. Help. We were thinking help close it. Also, I know you noticed, I'm sure you've noticed the destruction of Rudius at this point.
Yes, I had projected to certain areas to understand its meaning. I suspect it means that the god killer known as Predathos has been freed.
Well, so there was a hero group, and among that group was Imogen a wizard?
I think she was a kind of sorcerer / something. I'd have to look it up. I forget what she was.
She was a mage of some sort. I don't quite
So I
remember.
know her companion was a warlock.
And so she made a deal with Predathos.
Sork.
He
She's
was,
a Sork.
Okay, I thought so.
There was a group that went to Rudius to attempt to release Predathos. she made a deal with him, and so he kind of now lives in her.
Well, then that doesn't explain Rudius's. Why
But
would
here's the thing: when Rudius was destroyed, all of the heroes, including Imogen, have disappeared.
Oh,
How
fascinating.
many days ago was that now?
For you guys, what 3? No, over a week for you guys at
Over a
this
week?
point. Because there was a
about
time. There was
week ago.
Yeah.
But a few days ago, or actually it was yesterday at this point probably, we attempted to contact one of these heroes, and I got a sending response, but that's impossible because she's not here anymore. Somebody true polymorphed into her, and
True polymorph is no minor spell or condition. The person that was just scrying on all of you here at the table, that was a pretty powerful spell as well. It took a bit of my magic to get it to go away. But it has its limitations. You guys have a lot of enemies, don't you? I think I am enjoying this group.
I would say interested
we
parties. I wouldn't say enemies.
We think it was Asmodeus.
So, to put the pieces together, somehow Asmodeus has escaped Imogen. Those heroes involved in the original deal and trapping of Predathos are missing. The original prison that held Predathos is now destroyed, but yet somehow Asmodeus is able to strut around with the confidence that a god killer will not be interested in him now.
Almost kind of like he's engineered it that way. It is kind of his thing.
There's a slight impossibility here, unfortunately. I happen to know for certain that the very magic and existence of Predathos demands the destruction of gods. He cannot actually allow them to exist once he is freed from either his moon prison, where he's been trapped, I believe, for a very long time, or whoever this deal was made with to become the avatar of Predathos and to keep him trapped. I'm not really entirely sure Asmodeus has properly calculated what it means now to have Predathos among the material plane, because the moon exists within the material plane. So whoever destroyed it and whoever rendered its destruction would have existed in the material plane as well. So if Asmodeus and Predathos are involved, it means they're both in the material plane as we speak.
But there's also one more thing.
Oh, for the love of gods. Well, maybe not the gods anymore. What one more thing could there possibly be?
Well, two more things. So,
you know, I have a saying where I come from. Any more things other than what you're about to state compromises, well, a murder of crows.
As my grandfather likes to say, but wait, it gets worse.
But wait, there's more.
We recently found out that he's already taken care of, but the mortal form of Vecna was attempting some sort of summoning ascension ritual.
Well, now you pull an old wizard's chin beard. That's impossible.
And yet.
Prove it.
I would
Well, by your awkward silence and stammering, clearly you have some form of physical evidence you're not willing to show me.
I'll pull out the hand.
He comes over, he puts his hand on it and casts Identify. Well, I'll be gods. He kind of sinks into his chair. This is a strange time to have come back, not only to a reality that I'm unfamiliar with, but a sense, a notion that am I with good people?
Vecna was trying to do bad things and we stopped him.
What bad thing do you know for certain the Vecna was trying to do?
He
Well,
was trying to shoot the Broomstone Tower city thing as it lifted up. With a bunch of blind people that were staked to the ground.
Sounds like a summoning ritual or a gateway ritual.
Oh, don't
And
forget
I
the
mean, that
Balrog,
sounds
or
like a
whatever
bad
that
thing.
appeared. You know, there's a Balrog here somewhere.
No,
And-
it was that pit demon.
oh,
The Justice
and
League has it.
Justice League has it.
so
Hall of
he
Justice.
was attempting some sort of summoning ritual, and he murdered a lot of people to do it.
It was a lot of people.
These are interesting times indeed. He kind of crams a handful of bacon in his pocket. He takes a deep drink of a coffee, crams a handful of baked goods, puts it in his other pocket. Well, I'm going to go find a library and learn everything I can.
Just out of abundance of caution, because your name evokes certain it's kind
of course, my dear. How about this? You watch as he polymorphs himself into just a kind of traditional bookworm scribe with glasses and cropped blonde hair, like he belongs in the Lyceum.
Okay.
And I could even do the voice. Would this do all right? Do you think I could pull this off? They're not going to know who I am, right?
I would
That's
offer
perfect.
to
I mean,
accompany
name.
him to the Lyceum if he wanted.
Oh, you want to come to the Lyceum with me? Well, of course, come right along, Zatina. I certainly was thinking about inviting the little red devil guy, but honestly, his aforementioned attitude seemed a little bit more flighty and flaky than everyone else here. Sure, you could come with. Here, grab my hand.
I mean, Riel could go with him.
Oh, no, that's okay. He can stay here. He reaches out for Zatina's little childlike hand. Off we go. And there's a puff of acrid smoke, and they're both gone.
I'll message Lyra. I'll send word if things get weird.
I'm sure they're gonna get weird.
Weirder.
Weird.
You're already
Don't
Leaving
forget
three
you
of
have the sending stones. The sending stone that messages all of us.
Yes.
Eldira will now open the shop. The crowds have already begun to form in the promenade. People coming in to try to buy all forms of charms and trinkets to protect them from the casual murmur and whispering rumors of the end of the world is nigh.
Well, the moon did just explode.
Yeah, these things happen. Natural phenomena happen all the time.
As
I
a
don't
point
think
of,
moons explode all the time.
as an above the table question, if a planet has two moons and the one of them explodes and disappears, what does that do to the tides?
I don't know. You should ask the local pirates. They might be able to tell you.
I think they're a useless bunch.
If there's any local pirates,
I would think that the
Left.
tides would calm down because the push and pull. I mean, I think they'd calm down. I don't think they'd be as crazy because there's less pulling on them.
I love it when real physics gets interjected into fantasy physics. It's always fun.
I know he hates it when I do that.
With Zatina and Vespin now off doing their own thing, what are the three of you going to do with the day? Shop is busy. Crowds are already beginning to show up. The promenade is filling. With as weird as things are, I mean, people are people. They still got to work. They still got to eat. They still got to make coin. They still got to find their way through the world. It's almost as if the memory of what's happened is strangely slipping away to the casual observer.
Did we make a bad bringing Vespin back?
probably. We always
back
help the person that we end up fighting at the end. I mean, it happens every single time.
Did we make a bad?
Yes, 100%. We're going to be fighting him at the end. I have a feeling.
Did we make a bad just
I'm
pointing
just
him
gonna
towards
go. I'm just gonna.
Thordak's scar?
Exactly.
I mean,
get out of here, Jason.
we just
He
pointed
did
into
it. You know he does that just to so we go no at the very
and
end.
that is what
You've gotten
the
lost.
the non-bow.
True.
Isn't that what the non-bow
again.
wanted us to do?
Well, that's what Lethwin
happened?
wanted us to do.
Oh, Zatina, you're not there. You're at the library.
Yeah. I know.
Where did
I like how. Well, he has to come back in because I think when I jumped out, it broke his StreamYard. It happens. I jumped into the green room and it probably screwed up his audio.
A lot of this is well above our pay grade. I don't think we caused anything.
You broke my machine.
I know.
That's what he said.
That cat
So-
photo broke my computer.
I'm sure. Was it okay? Was it? Because we don't want to do what that non-bow person said to do, and we did. We brought back Vespin. I just worry. We just made a boo-boo. We make a lot of those.
Too late now. He's got a fistful
Yeah.
of bacon and some biscuits.
And a lot of magic.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope he really is on the, better side, turning over a new leaf. Don't kill us all.
I'm gonna go out into the street. I need to go do some things.
Yeah, we apparently have to go figure out how to take a bunch of broomstone that you signed us up for. And become
You don't have to do it
thieves.
because it just makes my 10% more for myself. I ain't gonna.
And become
I told him.
thieves.
I told him I couldn't
Bludgeon's,
afford you guys to do
Bludgeon's
it.
like, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah, Bludgeon said he's.
I know
he's going.
Bludgeon's on board
We got a
wholeheartedly.
big haul coming.
I mean, how many people you want me to kill? I'll get us there.
I mean,
He's killed a million
Lyra
for less.
is-
I'll tell you that much.
Lyra totally
Yes,
has the
or-
charlatan background, so she's not actually against it.
Yeah.
Bludgeon
just
harvests more
pretending.
poison from a snake upstairs and brings it food.
I have to put the effort or because I told the wild mother I was turning over a new leaf, so I have to give the lip service.
Well, she's dead now, so it don't matter.
Unless
Well, she was dead when she
Uh,
saved me too. So
Well, I mean, with Predathos here, she's gone.
I told the wild mother I'm turning over a new leaf.
But you lied.
Well,
she knows
wild
you're lying.
mother's
If she's around, she knows you're lying.
it's terrible.
who do you think was spying on us?
Probably
Well,
the
I'm
Ruby
gonna
of the
guess
Sea.
either the gentleman, which I doubt yet, maybe.
You should find
Ruby
out.
of the Sea, the
He's
gentleman,
looking for that
or
wizard awful
Asmodeus.
hard. Yeah, Asmodeus. Or I think that's about it. I don't think anyone else would be out looking for us.
Can you scry when you scry Zatina? Does it have to be?
She's not here.
I know she's not there, but I would know it just because I don't remember it.
Oh,
Does it have to be on the same plane?
No.
So it could be Asmodeus. Balls.
Or
Justin's right. We do have a lot of enemies. I mean, they're not. I mean, I wouldn't call the gentleman or the Ruby of the Sea enemies. It's interested parties.
I mean,
no, I would say they want to
we
kill us.
we have a lot of enemies in the same way the Scooby Gang had a lot of enemies.
No, those are old men dressed up in costumes. We have freaking demons after us.
Yeah.
Gods, demons.
Asmodeus is going to get here, and we're going to pull his mask off, and he's, going to say, "I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you
meddling kids."
Meddling kids,
Yeah.
yes, that's it. Yeah.
why would they care about us? We're just running a shop.
But
Yeah.
we're
Because
the
we're
ones that-
nosy and don't know when to stay at. Mind
okay,
our
wait
own
a minute.
business.
We just
we
bent
rescued-
over Vecna. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We destroyed the well, you guys destroyed the Thieves Guild here.
Mhm.
Your
And
two
we just
match accusers you
uncursed
worked
Vespin.
for did all this shit. So there's a lot of
And-
you guys are like
and
I would
we
say
just uncursed Vespin.
real deep into this.
True, but this is also on like a god level of interest.
Mm-hmm.
And would be a god level interest thing.
Well, maybe they want to use us because that's usually what
I'm
gods
sure-
do is use mortals for their machinations.
Uh-huh.
Did anybody else have a dream about Vecna last night?
No.
Related, and I explained that earlier. That the disguised female was really Davrix doing a
Davrix?
6 seconds look for the broodstone.
Yeah, I dreamed that Vecna's dead body was talking to me and choking me and
'Cause you
looking
have the
at me
hand,
from
right?
outside of the portal. I do have the hand. Wait,
There you go.
did Vespin give me the hand back?
Yeah, he just touched it to identify it. So yeah, he never really took it.
It is true,
That'd be hilarious.
right? Yeah, Vespin gets the hand of Vecna. I don't know if it has the same
Bludgeon,
properties as the hand
Who
of
took
Vecna.
the
but-
eye? Did Bludgeon take the eye? Who took
I didn't
the eye of
touch it.
Vecna?
Was it real?
Who's got the eye of Vecna?
I think it was real.
Yeah.
I
Real's
think Real
got
fed it to Bird.
No, Riel was talking about feeding it to Bird,
Yeah.
but he did not. I really don't think we should feed a dragon the eye of Vecna.
Bludgeon's going to head out to the market and try to find something that looks like a telescope so that we can actually look at the moon up close and see what's up there.
You would also know that I believe there's an observatory in Emon. Let me see.
Let's go to the observatory rather than split us up further.
I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna ritual cast augury.
By the way, it's currently raining.
No, it's not. It's sunny outside. I'm just kidding.
It's all
I'm
raining.
gonna sit down and I'm gonna ritual cast augury
Okay.
while they're going off and yeah.
Bludgeon, give me an investigation as you disappear into the market streets to try to find a telescope.
8. All I do is get wet.
Well, as you're wandering about, asking regarding this equipment and material, most people don't know the skill or have the ability to fabricate or design such a thing. However, there is a rather large-sized town, almost a small city that was rebuilt after the invasion of the Chroma Conclave. It is called Westrun. It is located in the very kind of like Midlands of Tal'Dorei. There's a place called the Umanor Observatory, located in the city of Westrun. It looms in the Scholar Ward, and it is run by the Scions of Umanor. Umanor himself being a rather eccentric and powerful wizard who kind of does academic work through his observatory and other activities. The journey by airship to Westrun would probably take up to 7 to 10 days, depending on the weather. Journeying the roads would take about maybe a month or so, depending on if you ride by horse, wagon, or take the journey by foot. Westrun, however, does not have a teleportation circle, so they do not allow unapproved teleportations into the city. They're a bit magic phobic, as the majority of Westrun is run by a clan of redemption Goliaths who join the side of the good guys during the battle with the Chroma Conclave after an infamous challenge from Grog the Barbarian, who managed to lay low the leader of his clan and bring Westrun back into the fold of the battle with the Chroma Conclave. It now enjoys a bit of austerity. Many Goliath clans call it home, as well as halfling clans and other people of the Midlands that kind of come and go from the city. It's kind of like the unofficial capital of the Midlands of Tal'Dorei. And that's what you would discover on your little journey through the marketplace.
So there's no real reasonable way to get there.
I mean, you can't get there in a day. It would just take time to get there, yeah.
Can we send a message and say, what are we seeing with the latest moon?
You could always send a raven and see if Yamanor replies.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Write up a message. Please describe the moon and anything unusual about it regarding the explosion or impact. Any idea why?
Okay.
Fragments have been ejected from it. Are any other fragments scheduled to land? It goes on.
At the Raven's Roost, as you write out this inquiry, you hand over the 25 gold it costs to send the parchment message off to the observatory. You watch as the crow or the raven is set free to do so.
Now we wait. I'll head back to the apothecary.
Okay. Father Jinx, you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm taking off. I want to hit the streets.
Okay. Give me investigation or perception.
It hurts when you hit them. Roll a d6.
Especially at a high rate of speed.
Are you kidding me? I rolled a 1, so I got a 9. Fuck, man.
Your journey through the streets is mostly hampered by the unseasonably rainy weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's also quite cold for a coastal storm. Usually the storms that come in off of the coast of Tal'Dorei. There, however, is a person that catches your eye. She is, well, I'm going to give myself an opportunity.
Is she hot?
There it is.
No, we're not going down that pathway again.
Yeah.
They are dressed very differently than most people in the crowd. There's a sense that this person is probably of the pirate nature. They seem to be a bit on the androgynous side, but they do have long hair. They appear to be in the form of a water genasi. Very kind of like robust leather pirate hat, leather, kind of like a leather duster with a kind of like blousey undershirt, black leather pants with some high boots. She has a bit of a entourage with her, and you get the feeling that her and her group are wandering the inner workings of the market, seeing what the city has to offer. You could see that this is obviously a pretty tight crew. There's a sense that as they walk by, you overhear one of her crew members call her Mara.
Okay.
And she's
Mara.
she's pretty far along in age.
Okay. I'll follow them and see where they go.
Okay. Stealthy?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth check. for
Fucking
the
fail
duration
me.
of time that you follow. I'm gonna laugh if you
Come
roll a
on.
two.
I rolled another one. Come on,
Did
man.
you really?
Yes.
So you got to use physical dice.
You know
As
what?
you
I'm
begin to follow them, you feel a little bit of a tickle in your ribs. You're distracted long enough to look down to see a kind of small halfling dressed in pirate attire, kind of with the dagger kind of at the edge of your rib bone. You hear a woman's voice then behind you after you turn to see who had accosted you with a dagger, and there you see the water genasi kind of staring at you with great intent. Would you mind telling me why you're following us? I mean, don't get me wrong, I always have a soft spot for tabaxis in my heart. I used to be good friends with one a very long time ago. Who are you? Do you require my attention?
Well, you seem to be seafarers.
Oh, you know, it's very, very discriminatory to assume just because we are seafarers, therefore we are pirates. We may be
I
dressed.
said seafarers, not pirates.
Your eyes tell me something completely different. Are you in love with somebody?
Well, let's say this. Normal seafarers wouldn't have a dagger in my ribs. So I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say you're probably pirates. But that's okay. I don't care. Makes no difference.
Oh, in that
to me,
case,
but I was interested.
in that case, you can make it up to us by buying us drinks.
All right. Very well.
Kind of throws an arm around your shoulders. You're quite a handsome tabaxi. See, I used to know this wonderful little tabaxi that went by the name of Fire. And let me just tell you some of the horror stories and problems and troubles that her and her friend Tobias used to get us in all the frickin' time. And she kind of wanders with you until at last you find yourself inside one of the familiar tavern of the Laughing Lamia. You find yourself sitting at a table. There's a minotaur serving drinks. The crowd is quite raucous and having a pretty exciting time here.
So I don't want to make another roll. I was going to do something, but it's going to require me to roll a dice.
Well, what do you want to do?
And I've rolled 2 ones in a row.
That just means you're overdue.
Okay, so
For 20?
number 1, I wanted to ask him about the weather and about any changes to the sea and the ocean after this moon issue happened.
Exploded.
Also, I'm a moon cleric, so I feel like I should be like up on moon shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on those 2 things, you know, maybe I can glean some more information about like where the moon shards went because I'm in tune with the moon. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Right. How is your persuasion?
Well, it's not the greatest. I'm not really a persuasive person.
Well,
I have a +2 on my persuasion.
Well, let's say you buy a couple rounds of drinks before asking the question.
That buys you some persuasion.
Yeah. I'll say that gives you advantage on your
warm rum drinks for the cold weather.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
With a Mickey in each one of them. No, I'm just kidding. All right. What? I get advantage now?
Yes.
Okay. Persuasion. A 6. So that's a total of 8. And then here's another one. A 4. So a 6.
8.
Fuck my life.
You got an 8.
8.
Okay, I have an 8. No, I got a 6 and an 8.
I'll say one of the nice things about
So I get an 8
Mara.
for my high.
I'll say one of the nice things about Mara, she is patient. And because you are Tabaxi, she does generally have a warm spot in her heart. And you did buy rounds of liquor. And she begins to tell you a pretty detailed story about her thoughts on the condition of Rudius, the tides, and the kind of environment that she's been dealing with ever since she kind of set to the seas again. She kind of looks at you over her drink and begins to kind of regale you with a story of difficulty, hardship, the sense that the natural world itself has kind of been very much affected by what had happened to the moon. Finding the notion of sailing the seas to be a little bit more challenging and difficult. I would say this much. While Rudius's destruction could be either of natural or supernatural cause, depending on your point of view in the world, I would say it's offered up more in the way of what fear provides for power. You see, what we can't explain, we tend to turn into myth, or we turn into superstition. And to be fair, with the absence of the gods, this event has many people wondering if this is proof that the gods are truly gone forever. Because the gods would never allow such a thing to happen, would they? Would they allow this to happen? Who knows? I'm not a gods-fearing person. I live by the pistol, I live by my sword, and I live with the memories of my friends now long gone and passed on to other realms of existence.
So where do I get my power from then? Did I lose any powers?
No, like anybody who still believes in any sense of divinity, the physical place called the Divine Gate that was permanently sealed is connected to the plane of celestial, like the celestial plane. And that kind of magic of the celestial has kind of replaced divinity. And while people think that they're praying to gods, in actuality, they are absorbing the magic of the remnants of the place that the gods once called home. And their absence is weakened. Magic for them still kind of functions, but commune doesn't offer up any inspiration. No words are ever given from the gods anymore. No sense of miracles or their appearance. It's more about this kind of subdued belief that the ancient idea of where they come from is really all that's left. But people hold on to their beliefs in very different ways.
Okay.
Tabaxi. Father Jinx, I think you said your name was on the third round of drinks.
Yes.
You seem like a person with a lot on their mind.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Are you a scoundrel, a smuggler, or are you a robber? Where do you fit into the scheme of things?
Depends what day it is.
Oh, I like that answer.
But every day I am a cleric, so
I'm a big fan of B&E, breaking and entering, one of my favorites.
Well, I have to give you the cut. I'll see. You gonna be in town for long? Or?
Oh yes, ship is currently in dry dock under repair. Some friends of mine, a friend of mine, reached out to me. I'm a little surprised to hear from her. She says she has a very rather large surprise for me. Her name is Samara, and we are supposed to meet and I suspect have some drinks and think of old times, perhaps. I don't know. I plan on being here for at least a couple weeks as they do repairs to my ship.
All right. Well, I appreciate all the information, and so I'm up at the apothecary if you need me. If you need
the
anything.
Third Eye Apothecary. Yes, I saw that near the edge of the promenade. An interesting place. Looks like it's coming along quite fine.
It does a brisk business. If you need anything, feel free to come over and sit down for a good meal or something. Appreciate. I take you and your crew over there.
She leans in, and you can't help but notice there's a little twinkle of a charm around her neck. And she leans in and looks at you kind of like deep into your eyes. Are you sure you don't have a juicy opportunity upon which you'd like to share? Give me a wisdom save, if you would, please.
Shit.
Now, if you have any resistances to charm person, you would gain advantage on this save.
No, wait. Did we all get mind shielding? No, we don't all have mind shielding, right?
I got a 13. Oh, I do have a ring of mind shielding, though.
Yeah, the ring of mind shielding is for detect thoughts.
Yeah.
Does not prevent charm.
No, I know, but go ahead.
Yeah. You kind of feel this warm, fuzzy feeling take over.
Of course.
You're wondering why your best friend in the world hasn't heard about the wonderful news that you have, and you feel absolutely compelled to share the wonderful news with your best friend in the world.
I found out my downstairs equipment's different from what I thought it was.
That is definitely
big
the best news in the
revelation for
world.
No, I'm just kidding. I will. So I'll tell her all about our $40 million 10%.
Yeah, your 40 million gold scheme, and yeah.
Right.
She arches an eyebrow and quickly gets to her feet and like caresses her hand underneath your chin. Be honest with me, or to be honest with you, you remind me of a very fuzzy friend that I used to know who used to get into a shitload of trouble. She taps you on your nose and goes, we are over in the dry dock. We are staying at the Anchor Inn. My ship is in the dry dock. It goes by the name the SS Fire. You could find me there most of the time.
Your ship after me.
You, young man, have my undivided attention. She gives you like a quick kiss on the forehead and flourishes away with her troop of bizarre halflings and goblins and orcs and all the people that make up her clan. But you notice that they're all female. Every single one of her crew are female. Okay. They're all kind of winking and smiling at you, like this one female hobgoblin who's just absolutely hideous, like blows a kiss in your way and kind of dances away with the rest of the crew, leaving you sitting there staring at an empty glass with a clear memory of saying something you did not mean to say once it wears
Why did
off.
I tell her that when I didn't mean to? Because my dice are shitty tonight. That's it. My dice are again me tonight. I don't like it. Again me. Okay, well, then I'll spend the rest of my time on the way back going through the slum area, talking up, Ruby and her upcoming appointment. And does everybody get a vote?
Yeah,
How does that work?
Yeah, it is a traditional vote that was actually put into place after the fall of the Chroma Conclave. The former monarch of Emon felt personally responsible for what happened, and he actually died during the takeover of the Conclave. Well, no, actually, it turned into a voting system after he was affected by the Briarwoods, and he realized he could no longer protect the interests of the city. So the council fell victim to the Chroma Conclave. He actually perished when the council was attacked by the Chroma Conclave. There's a feeling that it's a traditional election, that there's a particular day that will be announced, and on that day, all populations or members of the city are free to come out and make their votes. I would say that at some point the gentleman would have shipped or gotten to you a small iron chest of about 10,000 gold to begin greasing the wheels of the election system, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm going to grease it. You
Yeah,
know,
the higher ne'er-do-wells and
dead people can vote. You know, Stop the
You're
steal.
over in the cemetery writing down names. You're like, okay,
yeah,
raise dead,
exactly.
raise dead.
I'll give every beggar like 10 names to use
absolutely.
to vote. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, and the best part is, like, as you raise the dead, people are going to complain about the smell at certain election polls, and everybody that put their mark on the election just.
Who do you vote for? We don't have a brains on the list.
So that'll take up most of your day
Yeah,
as you
I'm good
begin
for
the
the rest of the
process of recruiting people in your, in your kind of
In the slum area.
yeah, in the slum area and other areas that will do good work for a bit of coin to kind of begin hanging posters, do like guerrilla style advertising. Like every time someone interacts with anyone, they leave a quill with "vote for the Red Ruby," or they leave a parchment that says "vote for," or
Mayor Quimby, vote for me.
Yeah, they graffiti a column, or they graffiti something with a tasteful image of the Red Ruby.
And is there any other people that are in contention for that post?
I mean, there are some randoms, like kind of nobles who have businesses, and you don't know precisely who they are yet because this is relatively recent. So we'll say a handful of your cadre are out looking for perspectives that think they have an opportunity, and they're like doing that kind of typical, yeah, don't worry, boss, we'll take care of them. And we'll say you even hire Bludgeon's mercenary fight pit buddies to kind of be muscle for all your influencers as they're out there making, they're making content to put out on the streets.
Yeah, and that little Cobalt guy, I'll have them like plant bad things in their houses and on them and stuff, so they just look bad.
Yeah. Lyra, I believe you were attempting augury.
Yeah.
And since it's a ritual cast, it does not require a slot or a spellcasting roll. Father Jinx is gone. Bludgeon is gone. Riel has never really come down. He came down in his fuzzy slippers and pajamas, grabbed a whole bunch of food and a big jug of some kind of whiskey, and wandered back upstairs.
I do
and
not want to
disappeared
know
back
what he's doing
into
with
his room.
Bird up there.
I beg your pardon. I'm right over here. I wouldn't hang out with
Oh,
that
hey,
lout no matter how much you paid me. Oh, hello, Lyra. I was wondering.
I thought you
is
liked
that...
Riel.
Oh, he's fun. Don't you agree he's at least fun?
Mm-hmm.
You see, he doesn't know this yet, but that stupid orb thing that he has, well, I'm kind of linked to it a little bit. And so I need to make sure that he doesn't do anything, well, he might regret. So I keep an eye on him. But anyways, before we get too much deeper into this conversation, and some of those pastries look quite yummy. That wizard, he's not around, is he? He's not here?
No, he went to the Lyceum to look at books.
Oh, good. That means Zatina went with him as well. Excellent. He kind of props up on the edge of the table, kind of pulls with his beak a big old plate.
I hand him the pastries.
Thank you. Kind of like takes it and he has it at his feet and goes, well, then why are you here moping by yourself? Are you going to cast a spell? I do like watching you guys cast spells. It's quite interesting to see such life forms struggle with such simple things.
Yes. I was.
Well, what did you think of my performance, by the way? How'd you like my show?
I think your show went admirably, and it was a good distraction.
It's been a long time since I was in my traditional form, as they say. But, it was nice to spread my proverbial wings. It felt good.
Do you have other forms, or is it just bird or dragon?
Oh, those are my two favorites. Those are the two I like to use. It confuses people. I have other forms I take on. It's just a matter of whether or not I like them or not. You see, the dragon form's a lot of fun because, well, the trauma that this city has experienced over the many years of subjugation by the Chromo Conclave. I mean, my hearing is so good. The amount of shit that entered pants in that moment was quite interesting. Very fun. Quite fun.
I can imagine it would be. Yeah.
Yes. Well, anyways, perform your spell. I want to see you do it. Go ahead. Perform it. What are you doing?
I am going to Ask. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I
you're
can't
doing
argue.
augury. What's wrong?
Yeah.
What's happened? What fateful decision do you and your friends have to make today?
Well, we brought back that wizard.
Oh, well, he's fine. He's quite a nice old man. I mean, anyways, I'm just,
Is he a nice old man?
well, this one is, I think.
You think he's different than he was 1,000 years ago?
Oh, yes. I mean, he had 1,000 years to be trapped inside of a devil and ponder his mistakes. I think the shock of the magic merely altered his memory. And as soon as he got it all back, I suspect he's now in the first stage of wizardry recovery, the first stage of guilt. Eventually, they may climb up to the 12th stage and find themselves euphorically set free upon the world to do as they please. Who knows? Wizards are quite strange.
I just hope he makes good choices.
Oh,
Stays in purple.
I don't think that's a hope you should cling on to.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he's human, for starters. And if you're human, you practically have one foot in the grave.
Yeah, but if he's a wizard, doesn't that mean it's going to extend his lifetime?
Oh, I don't know. If he's powerful enough with magic, he might.
Okay.
I mean, powerful wizards, yes. I mean, there's a wizard in Rexentrim that goes by the name of Caleb. Although I've heard he's not there anymore. Very strange. Anyways, I think that I think I want to see you perform magic. I think you're very interesting because you're a very clever thief who pretends to be very mindful of other people's feelings. At least this group. I think your surface thoughts about your past are quite interesting, to say the least. The word charlatan does kind of burble to the surface from time to time.
I'm trying not to be a thief, but we keep sliding back into thiefdom.
Well, it pays the bills. I mean, Bludgeon's excellent at murder. Father Jinx seems quite skilled at gaining information that will put people in fear and harm's way. Your lack of any sense of morality is quite amazing. And
I knew you were going to say morals. I knew you were going to say morals.
But Zatina is so obsessed with magic. In reality, I think she would be willing to do just about anything for magic. And well, Riel, let's be honest, he's a tiefling. By the very nature of their existence, they're kind of, just bad people to begin with.
He's also half dragon.
Yeah, that just proves my point.
Okay. All right. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do the augury.
You watch as he kind of manifests a little bowl of popcorn and begins to eat little bits of popcorn out of as he watches you. It's a little creepy. He never blinks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Always creepy when a bird just stares at you and just never blinks. Trust me, chickens blink. I know
blink.
this. Most birds blink.
They blink.
If you have an eyelid, you blink.
Yeah. Okay. So doing the augury. However you do augury.
So what is the fateful question that you ask the great unknown?
The fateful question that I ask basically the celestial gates that I get to smack my head against. Yeah. Is asking the wizard Vespin. He's a wizard, right? Okay. Asking the wizard Vespin to close Thordak's scar. Good idea or bad idea?
You watch as a single butterfly flies in through an open window. It delicately kind of lands on your knuckles. You kind of hold it up, pondering, the very nature of the question. And then as quick as can be, you watch as bird eats it. You get the feeling your augury is inconclusive. It started pleasant, but ended violent. It definitely feels inconclusive. Butterflies, very good. My favorite.
I needed that butterfly.
Oh, sorry. It was covered in pollen, practically seasoned itself as a meal. Well, anyways, that was fun. You just go right on ahead and you just keep doing that magic. You're getting better. And bird and flies out the window.
I'm gonna
At that
try
moment,
this time.
yeah. At that moment, Bludgeon would be the first one to return.
And I'm gonna try again. I think I can try it again.
Is it obvious that she's doing this? She has like a circle set up in the middle of the
Yeah.
store.
It's not really a circle as much as just her sense of ceremony and ritual. She's just kind of sitting at the table, kind of like concentrating on the spell.
Like crisscross applesauce,
A little
Right.
bit, yeah.
focused with my my divination or not divination, my
Artery.
arcane symbol. Arcane?
Would you find anything?
Working on it.
I see.
Bird
So-
was distracting.
Yes,
Druidic focus. That's it. Druidic focus.
Legend sits down and just starts watching people.
Very true. As the crowd comes and goes, Zatina, you and the junior scribe are currently standing up in the kind of like the 5th floor wing of the historical section of the Lyceum. He is endlessly consuming a lot of books, and he's doing it in such a way that you're kind of getting that kind of nervous feeling. Like he looks like someone that shouldn't be able to know how to do this. And every now and then a passerby just kind of stares, and he like flips 500 pages in like less than 3 seconds. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. And the books are beginning to stack and stack and stack and stack. One of the other acolytes comes in to take up one stack away, and then another stack set down.
Can I try and figure out what kind of magic he's using to read this fast?
Almost as if he sensed your interest in what he's doing. It's a custom spell of mine. Nothing to worry about. You're allowed to see through my illusion. Everyone else sees me slowly turning the pages, I assure you. It's quite all right. In fact, I could teach you this spell.
Can I, and I should have done this morning, can I insight check him to like,
Sure.
based on what he's reading and like,
Absolutely. Give me an insight check.
Is this an act or not? 21.
He is reading historical chronicles of the last 1,000 years, written by all manner of historical figures and famous people of both the past and the present. He is consuming a kind of eons worth of information to try to figure out the difference between what he's physically seeing as he astro projected the previous night and what he's physically reading as to what people witnessed during the fall of Arcanum, the beginning of Calamity, the period known as Divergence, and the information that led up to the period that you guys are currently in called the Age of Restoration.
Yeah, I will pull out my spell book and I must
Take him up on his offer.
I think Zatina would also have like a regular notebook and like start taking notes.
For the next hour, you and him share the spell information. It's actually a 3rd level spell. It's a spell called Quick Read. It's a custom spell that he designed. Give me a intelligence check or an arcana check to determine whether or not you learn the spell while he's teaching you how to do it.
19.
19. So you can add this to your custom notes wherever you want to. You now know the spell. It's a 3rd level spell called Quick Read. It allows you to consume written information to the number of books equal to your proficiency and your spell modifier. And you can do that every 6 seconds when you cast the spell.
So quick read. So consume number of
books equal to your proficiency plus your spell modifier. And the casting time on the spell is instantaneous, and it lasts for 6 seconds, 1 round. So I believe at your current proficiency and spell was that 8 or 9 books in 6 seconds.
8. Yes.
He's like, give it a whirl. Give it a try. See if you're good.
Sure, I will cast it and go through 8 books.
What would be a theme of books do you think Zatina would try to consume?
I think she would I think she would cast like the history of divining.
Ooh, yeah, since you were recently scryed on. And it's really interesting when you cast a spell because what takes 8 days for some, you just do in 6 seconds. And you learn all this amazing information about divining, divination, the idea of astral projection. You even learn about how people can use the ethereal plane to use the scry ability to see what people are up to. People who can focus on a person needs to know at least some basic rudimentary information about that person to even be able to do the scry effect. Those that can do it with such a sense of ease is a kind of resonant nature of their power and their ability as a wizard. There are many different forms of divination and using divine some people use mirrors, some scry through mirrors, some use artifacts. There's probably the most famous artifact is the Orb of Scry, a very rare device that's hardly ever seen, if ever seen. Some people will consume vast volumes of geographic information to use that information as a way to divine on certain locations throughout Exandria. If you know of a particular tree or particular statue or object or geological or geographic location, you could potentially scry on that object and see tons of information that might be related to that object at that point in time. Obviously, if you have items that linked to that person, place, or thing, the more familiar you are with that person, place, or thing, the easier it is to scry. People do have a chance to resist scry-like magic and divine kind of divination magic, depending on your resistance to it. About the only object or device that truly protects people from scry is a charm that can be made, very expensive charm. There's even an example of it in one of the books done by in Gilmore's Glorious Goods shop, as well as a famous furbog goes by the name of Pumat Soul, have been known to sell this device. It is a amulet of anti-scrying or scry protection. As long as you have that amulet on, you are unable to be scryed upon. You just learned probably a week's worth of information in 6 seconds.
So
And you feel that you get those you get those DDT shakes after you're done. I mean, you've never consumed so much information, like an addictive level of information.
My brain hurts.
I need you to make a Constitution save, if you would, please.
See if you get a headache.
Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
Yeah.
5.
You have dry mouth. Your eyes are very blurry. Your ears are ringing like the sounds of tinnitus. And strangely enough, you have a point of exhaustion.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I forgot to mention because it's a rather unique spell, and the way I've crafted it and the way I've taught it to you, be very cautious in the frequency of its use. After each time that you use it, you must make a Constitution save or suffer certain side effects. If you do it too many times in a single day, well, it could be quite detrimental. Now, obviously, when you've mastered it to the level that I have, it becomes more of a downside problem, not or an upside problem. Well, just I would say the word of the day is how should we say
moderation?
This? Moderation. Yes, excellent word. I very rarely practice it myself. I mean, being a very powerful wizard's important too. But, well, you're on that road, aren't you? Don't you want to become a very powerful wizard?
I mean,
I never really properly thanked you. I mean, you were responsible for the ceremony that brought me this opportunity. Tell you what, he reaches into the folds of his jacket and he pulls out a small spell book. This is a spell book I used to use when I was very young. I don't use it anymore. I don't need it, but I carried it around with me for sentimental values. It's got every single evocation spell up to 5th level in it. Would you be interested?
Oh, thank you.
Here, please. Feel free. Copy from it, keep it, learn from it, read from it. Do whatever you'd like.
I would say maybe after a bit of recovery, it might help me go through my grandfather's notes and figure out what happened to him.
Could be who was your grandfather?
He was a wizard. He taught me everything I know, basically.
And where is your father?
I don't know where he went. He just disappeared one day.
Really? Fascinating.
Like,
what region of Alexandria are you and your family from?
Right here. Emon.
Oh. Any sense of getting in contact with a bad person, owing a debt?
No, he was kind of a homebody. He was a divination wizard like myself, and he was a bit obsessed with this one dream he kept having.
And that dream would be...
Oh, this is what I get for making shit up on the fly.
That's what they call it, role play, baby.
He kept talking to this it was like a wolf or something, and it kept warning him, but he said it kept getting cut off before it could warn him.
Your grandfather's your father or your grandfather?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather. His name wouldn't be Qualish by chance, would it?
Yeah. How did I'm looking at him like that can't be possible. He fucking knows my grandfather's name.
Oh.
Your grandfather's very dynastic. Here's the thing about your grandfather. He is one but many, if that makes sense. He is a very talented artificer, one of the most powerful and well-known artificer throughout the lands. He originally hailed from a place called Faerun, but has always been known to use the astral sea and other planes of existence to do his travels. I remember having a conversation once with him a very long time ago. Like I said, he is many and one, and I wouldn't say he's immortal, but he's figured out a way to kind of bend the rules of the subjugation of time.
I mean, he always just seemed.
And to be fair, your grandfather had a reputation of being quite mad. Magic, very powerful magic, has a tendency, well, to make one's brain get a little lopsided sometimes. Make bad choices. Get a little over-obsessed. And he looks around. Destroy cities, but I'm not here to point blame at anybody. I think second chances are the most important thing that one should realize, of course. You know, second chances. But anyways, I wouldn't worry too much about your grandfather. I suspect at some point you'll see him. Which one of him you'll see? Not so sure. I think Qualish, last I heard many eons ago, Qualish was guarding a volcanic entryway someplace, hiding out from some rather difficult decisions that he made in Faerun that involved a mouse and some other individuals at the time. But I digress. Anyways, be cautious with the spell. Mind your P's and Q's. I'm going to find another section of this place and learn about, well, everything I can. If you don't mind, I'll slip away now. Thank you, young lady. Thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna go my separate ways. No. I'm much too busy to date you tonight. You have a great day. Bye-bye. And he just kind of nerdly wanders off into the crowd.
I would go look for some books on anything to do with my grandfather or anyone with that name.
Qualish?
I have questions now.
Go ahead and give me.
Successfully diverted and distracted.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me investigation as you start examining the library.
28.
Okay. You begin your search. Back at the apothecary, eventually even Father Jinx comes back. You guys are currently, Bludgeon has returned. Lyra is kind of whimsically thinking about the augury that she just kind of performed. Eldira is
trying to cast augury again.
Okay. I'll say that Father Jinx comes back just in time as you're casting it for a second time. The exact same question or a different question?
You know that's not going to work, right?
Question. You don't know I cast this already.
I know, but you're getting ready to cast it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cleric, right? I would know what augury looks like when they're
Oh, yeah, you know what the
right?
ritual cast looks like. Yeah, you know what she's doing.
All right. Yeah, I'd say it's probably not going to work.
We'll see.
As you ritually cast it, you ponder the same question yet again.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a different experience, but same conclusion. Like you feel the warm air come through the window, but you feel a cold chill come from a different room. Once again, warmth meaning affirmation, cold meaning a negative. They collide, meaning inconclusive.
Okay. All right.
Three of you are gathered at the apothecary. It's currently mid-afternoon. What would you guys like to do with the rest of your day?
Hey, Father Jinx and
Hmm?
Bludgeon. I think we may have to destroy Vecna's body. It's giving me nightmares.
Burn it in
And
there.
how do you do that?
Burn it?
Torch
Isn't
it. Like,
It's an artifact, isn't it?
The body? I don't think so. Magic, yes.
No,
Artifact, I don't know.
the hand, right?
We can test the hand.
Like
Yeah, go-
Lyra pulls it out of her bag,
Yeah,
holds
you
it
go ahead
up.
and test it.
The fingers are already kind of wiggling as she holds the hand. The fingers like wiggling.
Are they really wiggling?
They are.
It's the hand of Vecna. I mean, the hand of Vecna is pretty much known. Like, it's a known thing, right?
I mean, if you have a heavy religious background, I mean, and
They're
depending,
like thing wiggling, like it's like
no, not thing wiggling, just like twitching.
It's moving
as
with a magical life a little bit.
yeah, like it's just
It's
kind
twitching.
of resident twitch, because and you cast gentle repose on the body of the halfling.
before we cut the hand off.
Which you get the feeling that should somehow challenge the magic, but there's no sense of any decay on the hand whatsoever. Like it, other than the kind of like broken bones at the edge of where it was hacked off at, there's no real sense that it's decaying.
Okay, I'm gonna take some of the skin and I'm gonna try and light it on fire.
Nothing happens.
I don't. Okay. It doesn't burn.
try a
Doesn't
vial of acid.
char, doesn't burn. What was that, Bludgeon?
It doesn't burn.
Vial of acid that we've got.
Yeah, he watches Bludgeon pulls a vial of acid off the shelf and kind of pours it on it. You watch as it harmlessly rolls off the surface of the hand and burns the floor that it's lying on.
We may not be able.
Isn't there a thing where you chop your hand off and stick Vecna's hand on your stump?
You go
Let's
first.
not do that. Let's not do that. We don't need to become Vecna.
Well, I mean,
What did the hand of Vecna do historically?
it provides you with power.
That's great. I don't know.
You know you want to do it, Lyra. You know you want to do it.
I like my hand.
You rolled that body for a reason.
How about feeding
You
it?
took Vecna's hand because you wanted the power. Just admit it.
Feed it to the mimic.
No, we need to do something with this body. It's giving me nightmares.
Father Jinx, give me a religion check if you would, please.
Okay.
Can we cast ceremony?
Really?
That just makes it not become undead, right? Damn it.
Oh my God, I rolled a nat 20, so a 27.
Now you get one.
Yeah, now I get it good. Just to know common knowledge of Hand of Vecna. Whoopity fucking do. Okay.
So there's a couple things. The hand, you're right. The mythos is correct. You cut off your left hand at the wrist. You then press the mummified hand against the stump, and then it attaches to your arm. If you attempt to remove it afterwards, you immediately die, and you cannot be brought back to life. The hand does deal cold damage through whatever melee weapon type you wield. It also holds up to 8 charges of spell casting. It comes with the Finger of Death, Sleep, Slow, or Teleport are spells that the hand automatically is capable of doing with up to 8 charges. You would also know that you could also use an action to touch a creature with a skeleton and attempt to turn its bones to jelly, since Vecna is kind of the undead, the kind of unofficial undead god.
Okay. But this is historically what the hand of Vecna could do. That's not necessarily what this hand can do.
Correct. I mean, that's the mythos. All Father Jinx is telling you is what he knows of the mythos and the understanding
The hand
of the religious implications of what it can do. The eye, basically you gain, well, the eye, you must personally take a dagger, gouge out your own eye, then press the eye into the empty socket. It stays there until you die. Otherwise, removing it will kill you instantly. The eye provides true sight, X-ray vision. Once again, it has spell casting abilities, clairvoyance, crown of madness, disintegrate, dominate monster, or eye bite. The risk, every time you use the eye spells, there's a 5% chance Vecna tries to rip out your soul and take total control of your body. Now, once again, that's the religious understanding of what these things can do. However, Father Jinx then goes on to tell you the story of what it means to wield both artifacts at the same time. When a single creature bears both eye and hand, they gain the following perks. You have total immunity to poison and disease. You never suffer from exhaustion. You have permanent danger sense. You also have the effect of regeneration. You gain the ability to cast wish spell.
Now, did it seem like when we were fighting Leaf Spring, did it seem like she had access to those things?
What is your passive insight, Lyra?
14.
Father Jinx, what's your passive insight?
And Bludgeon's there too.
12.
Yeah. You're muted, Father Jinx. I couldn't hear you.
My passive insight is 18.
Ooh, 18. That's pretty high then. That would be high enough to know. With the concerns of Predathos, you get the feeling that had that version of Mortal Vecna tried to use any godlike powers, it would have been like a dinner bell to Predathos. That might have been why you fought such a muted and contested form of Vecna, their physical form, their kind of anchored form to the material plane. To you, it felt like a hard fight, but knowing the mythos of the original Vecna, it felt like a fight that should have been nigh impossible to do. But none of those abilities were used because you get the feeling it would have rang out like a dinner bell.
Now, if we use those, having the Hand of Vecna and having the Eye of Vecna, if we use those, if we do try, if it's possible, would that also call down Predathos on us?
It's possible. Someone would certainly take an interest in godlike powers being used.
So that just puts a big bullseye on us. And we die if they take it away.
Well, only after you attach it to your body.
Well, yeah, we'd have to attach it to our body to utilize those powers.
But that's based on the myth of divine existence as it was. Whether or not that myth still holds, you really don't know until you try.
Or it might be something different, like you're alluding to.
Bludgeon, you have an axe, don't you?
I got one.
Eldira walks by carrying a big tray of tea, and she pulls out a tarot card and throws it on the table as she walks by, and she goes, "Oh, interesting," and then just keeps walking.
Was it the Six of Swords?
No, it's the one of axes. It's the putting of the eye in the hand of Vecna.
It's an eyeless, handless skeleton playing marbles.
Yeah. Really?
No.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to look at the card.
Actually, yeah, if you look at the card, it's an image of both. It's an image of a life tree with an impression of death taking a nap under the tree.
So a good thing then. Okay. Death
is asleep and underneath a life tree.
Mm-hmm.
You get the feeling that when she passes by, silly, the card just means it's unknown. It's an unknown journey that maybe you're meant to take. Who knows?
Does he have to saw off his own hand?
Which one of us is going to take it, though? That's the thing. Lyris got the hand, so and we don't know
I know.
if Riel's
Let's
going to
see
give
if
up
the
eye.
corpse inside my. Let's see if
You
the
guys
corpse
watch
inside
as
the
Riel
bag
comes
is
stumbling down. I couldn't help myself.
Really?
No.
Well, I don't
No,
think.
because Riel's not here.
I mean, we
he's
can
not
No,
just
I would
take-
never do that to somebody's character.
We
They'd
could
have to be
just
here to make
take-
the choice.
We could just take that body and bless it and burn it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
Father
okay.
Jinx would be familiar with the ability of consecration and ceremony, and take it to the
Can
cemetery.
we burn
and
it? Because I tried burning it.
No,
Tried
you didn't try
burning the
burning the
hand.
body. You tried burning the hand.
I tried burning a piece of skin off the hand. Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't take a piece of skin off the hand. It can't be destroyed.
Yeah, it can't be damaged.
It cannot be
Oh.
damaged.
Okay. Well, I'm going to open up the portable hole, and I want to see if the body.
Are
is
you guys
sticking
doing
to it.
this in the middle of midday sales, or are you somewhere else a
No,
little bit more
because the
private?
Well, we gotta
have
go
to
in the back.
We got to go upstairs to go pull up in the portable hole because the
We
portable
pull the
hole's up
body out of the portable hole. Oh, hi, everybody. Watch this ritual.
We gotta have our own private floor in this building.
there. We do.
You do.
Yeah. Come on.
You
come on
guys
up,
are
Let's
now.
go
Yeah,
see
you
what the
guys
body is.
know.
Step up and watch this wonder
Back
cure.
overlooking the city.
Yeah. I mean, for the benefit of, brevity, I mean, you open the portable hole, pull the body out, and
I
the
don't pull the
flesh.
body out. I just look in. Is it
it's still
wiggling?
there.
The
it
sign of the
twitching?
moon be with you.
No, it's just got
Pour
a
some oil on
missing hand and a missing eye. It looks like it was very, poorly handled in its attempt to, retrieve such items. I
Does the
mean,
body look like it's in the same condition as the hand?
you cast gentle repose on it, so it's in the
Yeah.
same condition that it was when you took the hand and eye from it. Yeah,
Let's take a body part and see if we can burn it.
you hack off a finger from the other hand,
No.
and it.
I'm not going to hack off it. Just hold a candle. Will it?
Yeah, it burns.
Will it blend?
It
So
burns.
the body blends. The hand and the eye do not.
I don't know what you mean by blend, but okay.
You've never seen those Will It Blend
No.
videos?
No.
Oh my god, they put iPods in it and iPads and yeah, it's crazy. Will it blend? Will it burn?
Yeah,
So
it burns.
The body
No,
burns.
we can consecrate it and burn it.
Okay.
Still
Father
get
Jinx, give me a
nightmares.
final religion check, if you would, please, because things
Oh,
are
you're
starting to
asshole.
fall into
No.
place now.
Not for me, because I'm
If-
going to roll horribly. But go ahead.
If
I'm
if
trying.
we
Oh, not too bad. A 22.
22, jeez. He's alive. You get
Finally.
the feeling the way that Vecna hides in a mortal coil is
Mhm.
through his hand and eye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So the body of this halfling is probably just a
I
halfling
know.
that-
Well,
Body of
see,
the
I
halfling.
know that it's just the body of the halfling.
yeah.
I'm just burning it for her sake because she
Yeah.
thinks it's
You
the thing
you
that's causing her nightmares.
you get the
Well, okay.
feeling you get the feeling
La-
that the idea of Vecna's existence is probably out there, but he's using corrupted mortals to kind of wear the hand and eye as a means to remain hidden. And this is how he's chosen to wander the material plane. He's kind of
Right.
wandering the material plane through his two legendary items known as his hand and his eye.
Right.
So getting rid of the halfling body would not be a difficulty. You could do the consecration, do the burial,
is the
and all that.
halfling-
Mhm.
because we
Oh, yeah, I bury her 'cause she
identified
can
it
vote.
we identified it before. And is the whole
Later.
body the magic or is it just the
Remember
thought it
when
was
you
the whole body was
remember
magic.
remember you
that was before we cut the
I
hand off?
described her as a material component.
Mhm.
And because I described her as a material component, it kind of makes sense now. The eye and the hand were the items. She was the material component, and she became the extension of Vecna.
So if
But
we
the
put these
reason why
things on,
those
we can still
powers
become
weren't-
the-
Well, the reason why those powers weren't used is because Vecna doesn't want to get discovered.
right.
He's probably out there somewhere still.
Right. We didn't kill him. We just killed the body he was
Correct.
temporarily inhabiting.
Not really
course
even
he's out there.
inhabiting. The body is a material component, which means the hand and eye are the artifacts that are attached to the body, and therefore he can absorb the effects of them using power, but he doesn't really control them completely. Some people that wear these artifacts or legendary items go mad. Some, hear voices. Some think they could speak to the dead. They don't always know why, they have mysterious nightmares about the hand and the eye.
Just really wants you to put it on.
Just saying for a friend.
You want me to put it on?
I said, no, it really wants you to put it on, I'm sure.
Of course the hand wants me to put it on. I'll wrap it up.
It's like she's so
stick it back in my bag.
Lyra's like so wrapped into this conversation. You and Bludgeon notice that the hand is kind of like petting her as she holds it. It's just kind of like petting her.
Yeah. Or we could give it to Predathos, right? Because wouldn't you want to destroy him? Because it's part of a god.
Maybe.
Or maybe that's how
we'd have to find Predathos, though.
Yeah, we don't have to find him. If you use them, he will come
and kill me.
Well, maybe.
No, maybe. Be
powerful.
He rips them off of me and goes
powerful. You'll be powerful.
And then I go.
There's a very small chance, a 5% chance, he may show up and rip your soul out and reclaim his lost items.
Or
Vecna.
Predathos comes, and there's another 5% chance. Yeah.
Whether or not Predathos shows up, I mean, you're just never going to know until you use it.
Yeah, but that could be a way of getting Predathos where we want him.
All right, let's put a pin in putting that in and see if we.
Well, the other problem we have to worry about is those two items falling into the wrong hands.
It's true.
Would you rather want to have someone else getting those or we using them for good?
It's true. But I mean, they can utilize them by chopping them off of my hand.
Yeah, but we could put up a fight. It's like they could come here and steal them. They could bamf in and steal them and bamf out and be gone, and we'd be screwed.
Bamf in and chop my hand off and steal it, and then I just go bleh.
No, they'd have to attack you, and then we'd have a chance to fight them.
If we were asleep, they'd just,
And then
you get to feel that Lyra is definitely not hip on this idea.
Zatina would be very hip on this.
Oh yeah, Zatina would do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely.
Yeah, we should talk to Zatina. I think it would actually be a better fit for Zatina to do it.
I think you're overestimating Zatina's recklessness.
Now, what is the save that you make for the hand of Vecna? Historically? What is the save, Father James?
I don't think it's
wisdom.
No.
What, to put it on?
No. To not be taken over that 5% chance of him.
It's not a save. It's just every time you use the eye spell,
there's a 5%. You roll a D100.
There's a 5% chance Vecna tries to rip out your soul and take control of your body.
Should we cast?
So if you roll a 1 through 5, he sucks your soul out.
Yeah, on a D100. Yeah.
It's lovely.
I don't want it because I know I'd roll a 0-1. Because that's my luck. Zatina rolls really good though.
No.
8 spell levels.
Not roll really good.
Power word kill.
You can turn people's bones to jelly. What were you saying, Bludgeon?
Sorry. Should we cast Identify on each one of these things just to make sure that the copy we're getting?
That's a good point. Making sure that they're legit.
We have to wait until Zatina gets here. And, I mean, Vespin seemed to understand that was Vecna's hand when...
Well, he's making too.
He knows we have Vecna's hand.
I'll make an elaborate
steal
box
it.
that you put your hand into that slices it off. And then mounts
Painlessly?
it. And mounts
No,
it happens
no.
so fast.
And unfortunately, the suffering and the pain is kind of the only way that the kind of joining of the items to the necessary areas is required.
Necessary
Of
stump.
course, because it's Vecna.
Hey, he's
Sounds like a bad idea.
Here's the deal. Like above board, I've been playing D&D a long freaking time.
Yeah.
Never had the chance of any party
To
member
play with Vecna's hand.
to play with the hand and eye of Vecna. So it's a once in a lifetime chance, man. I'm old and haven't seen it happen. So this might be your once
I'm
in a
not
lifetime
saying
chance.
no. I'm just saying let's think about it longer.
Well, if you think about it too long, you won't do it. See, there you go. Wouldn't you want a hand like that in an eye? Imagine how much power
Now,
you'll
when you
wield.
put that hand, is that what the hand looks like, or does it look like a halfling's hand?
Whenever it's not attached to a mortal coil, it reverts back to its form. When it is attached to a mortal coil, it takes on the visuals of that mortal coil.
So do I feel like that gardener found the two artifacts?
Therein lies the curious question. How did that halfling come in contact with the hand and the eye? How did that happen?
Oh, how about speak with dead?
There is that.
Do you know it?
Oh no, I'm only 5th level. Well,
What level is Speak with Dead?
You're 7th level. You're not 5th level.
I know, but barely.
I mean, you guys know
that
that Lethwin knows the spell.
I don't want to have Lethwin. By the way, we killed your gardener, and
No.
she was Vecna, and we were trying to find out how she found
not?
these two. Because I don't want her to know that we have the fucking artifacts.
We saved her ass. I don't care if she knows.
I do.
Or
It's
why-
a third
oh my
level spell.
God.
Why did Vecna pick the gardener?
You should have it. It's a third level spell.
Yeah. Let's see.
He may just not have it prepared for today. He should be able to prepare it otherwise.
In the book.
Is it? Is it?
At
can you
some
do it-
point, as you guys are in the middle of this conversation upstairs, you hear the patter of familiar
I don't see it.
feet. Zatina, you find your friends. The portable holes open. They seem to be having
Let's
an
see.
intense conversation about a dead gardener.
What's going on?
Yeah,
We're
I do have
trying to-
speak. I can prepare speak with dead. So I'll do that before we burn the body.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Oh, hello, Zatina. How are you doing?
More importantly, what are you guys doing?
We're discussing whether or
Well-
not Lyra or you would want to put on the hand of Vecna and the eye of Vecna so
A-
we can become more
absolutely
powerful.
not.
Really?
No,
I
I do
mean,
not.
You know what they do, right?
I don't want to have anything attached to my body that has anything to do with Vecna, and I don't know why anyone.
it'll
else
become your hand
no.
and your eye. No one will be able to tell. We don't want them falling into the wrong hand. All right,
First of all, that was an awful pun.
you're welcome.
That's the kind of pun my grandfather would make.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yes.
Second,
His
did I come
decoration.
back with Vespin?
No, he stayed to continue to read in the Lyceum.
Okay.
You get the feeling that he's magical enough that he may be there for quite a few days without sleep.
Okay.
So you have a pretty solid idea where
He's
he
going to
might
read
be.
every book in the library at that rate.
Yep.
Huh. Then he'll know he needs to betray everyone and kill the entire world. Okay, I see where this is going.
I just don't want him to get the hand of Vecna. We just saved him from being a bone devil. I really don't want him.
Yeah.
And he knows now that we have the hand of Vecna.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. He was just a bone devil. Like, why would he want to be risked?
Bone devil, God. Bone devil, God.
Well, 'cause putting on the hand of Vecna doesn't make you a god. It makes you a subjugate of Vecna. Makes you a vassal of Vecna.
It makes you Vecna.
Maybe.
Well, it can make you Vecna if you're weak and you can't fight him off.
He just got to be himself again. Why would he want to become the god of secrets and lies or whatever Vecna is?
Oh, I don't know.
The god of whispers.
God of what? Wasn't he a lich at one point?
As far as you know, he was a failed ascendant that became a lich and then eventually ascended, but then failed again. Some refer to him as a lesser god because he never truly ascended. But he achieved godhood status, just not what he wanted it to be.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, it could be worth a lot, though, to the right buyer.
We don't want to sell it either.
No.
Oh,
I feel like Bludgeon's like
who I could sell it to right
I
now.
feel like
I'd be a
Bludgeon is
gentleman.
definitely counting the cost. He's like,
I mean, I
40
could sell that
million
thing-
for
I could sell both those items
Broomstone.
right now.
Millions for hands and eyes. I mean, this is probably the closest to independent wealth that Bludgeon the Cost will ever experience for the rest of his life.
The trouble this could generate too. Is it worth
A
it?
lot of trouble.
But we could sell it off. I'm sure the gentleman would buy it from us.
Or
I mean,
we
that's
could
what he's
just
there
put
for.
it
He's
back
there
in
to
the
make sure
portable
he's-
hole.
No, we don't want to put it
Until
in the
we-
portable hole because
Huh?
we don't want to put the hand and the eye, and we don't want to put them together with the body.
Well, no, the body's
We-
going to be gone. But
We have a couple. I'm sure we would have lead-lined boxes somewhere in the apothecary, right?
Oh yeah, down in the basement. I mean, you guys inherited a pretty traditional smuggler's place on top of killing a former thief and smuggler and raiding and pillaging her
Right.
underground thieves guild. You would have a couple of those lying around.
I
Hmm.
would
Let's go
I
get a
would grab
lead line
two-
box and we'll stick it.
two lead-lined boxes. We'll put the eye in one, the hand in the other, and then they both go in the portable hole.
Sounds like a Nirvana song.
And it's really easy to steal the eye off Riel because he's sound asleep on his bed, passed out from drinking way too much amount of liquor. You just gotta reach in there and pull it right out of his pocket. It's a little sticky and mucusy, but it's still there.
You think you'd miss an eye real quick?
We
if
put them in different. We put them in
Yeah.
different.
We just
Different
cut his
boxes.
eye out and cut his hand off and stick him on, and then the next game, you wake up.
Yeah,
and
but
you feel
but
kinda
that's the
funny.
problem. The person has to do it. You can't do it. It doesn't work that way. It's
Yeah, it
part of
can't
the
be
ceremony.
forced. It has to be their choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it has to be willing.
we'll put them in separate boxes and put them in the portable hole until we can find a way to, I don't know,
No,
lock
we put
them
them in
away,
different-
destroy them. Something.
In the
Different
meantime,
bags of holding.
we can feed the halfling
I
into
don't-
the It's just a
And,
One more
yeah,
voter.
sure. We'll put the hand.
Well,
in
and I believe
the
you
hole.
walked in, Zatina, on their discussion about possibly speak with dead to maybe
On the halfling.
ask the halfling some questions.
Find out how she
Mhm.
got the hand and eye.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Yes, I'll
Um,
do that.
Speak with
Do
dead.
we know how long it takes? Well, I mean, so the gods are mortal form. When their mortal body dies, like, is there any knowledge of how they get another one?
Vecna's case is rather unique. any of the gods that would have agreed to become mortal. When their mortal form dies, they die. They're gone. So it's a tricky situation. You get the feeling that this is Vecna's cheat code. He's doing this as a means to still remain secretly hidden and using his hand and eye as a means to wander the material plane to learn what he can, but he's not really avataring through these people. He's kind of, for all intents and purposes, allowing the curse of his hand and eye to do the work for him. But after the encounter and battle with the halfling, the fact that she never used any of the particular powers of the artifact lets you know that some semblance of Vecna's consciousness is still trying to remain hidden. If the if the mortal form of Melora were to be wandering and die in a wagon accident or fall off a horse and break her neck and no one's there to save her or bring her back to life, the god is gone. So it's, they that's what they agreed to.
So they're not like reborn in a new vessel?
No. As far as you know, that was not the agreement.
Okay. Well, that that sounds fine.
With the sounds of the downstairs permeating up through the floor of your upper portion of the Third Eye Apothecary, Father Jinx begins to prepare the body and the ritual for the Speak with Dead. He pulls out the necessary material components, opens up his spell book to begin, or grabs onto his holy symbol to begin the mutterances and utterances and chants of such a thing as this Speak with Dead.
I mean, I saw the movie. It's holy symbol and you're dead. I mean, you're alive. Wake up. Speak.
At the end of the casting of the spell, you watch as the one good eye on the halfling opens. There's a sharp intake of breath. They kind of move around on the floor and don't really physically move or sit up, just kind of the one good eye staring up at all of you and just kind of hissing and wheezy breathing breaths through their teeth.
All right, I'm going to do the first. You guys can think of any other ones.
Above table, they answer questions from everybody.
They answer 5 questions.
They answer any question that they hear.
They answer any question they hear. Okay.
Yep.
So you just ask a question, so that means that there's one down.
No, I said above table.
I know, I'm messing with you. Okay, I'm going to ask her, how did you get the hand and eye of Vecna?
They were gifts given to me by a very good friend.
What was your friend's name?
Strange? I don't recall.
Insight check.
2.
What?
Insight check.
Actually,
Correct.
Zatina, you can give me an Arcana check on that one because I know you're proficient in Arcana.
If they were Geas, the Geas is gone if they die.
12. It was probably some form of magical charm that was pretty powerful. Whether it was Geas or simply a very powerful charm spell, you're not sure. But some kind of powerful charm-based spell must have been used, and that's why they can't recall.
Do you remember what this friend looked like?
Yes.
I walked right into that one.
That's 3.
There's 2 left. Sorry, Kristen, I couldn't help myself.
No, I walked into that one.
It's rare that it happens
Time to
anymore.
bob that rake.
It's so rare, but I just enjoy it when it does. It just reminds me of the movie every time. If 2 questions left.
Above table, is it all right if I use another one to ask to describe what this friend looked like?
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Can you?
Nope.
What?
Don't add the can.
What did this friend look like?
Oh, they were quite wondrous, very beautiful to behold. They seemed to shine with an effervescent gleam of divinity. Their long silver hair, their ebony, whitish skin, their pale blue eyes, just a gorgeous creature to look at. I couldn't turn my eyes away from the creature, and always staring at it made me feel compelled, as if they were always my friend. But the name eludes me. It like reaches with its stump and kind of scratches at its temple and then lays its stump back down.
Not
character.
asking
Does
a
that
verbal
sound familiar?
question.
Hey,
but-
what was that drow? Remember that drow? What was that drow's name? That female drow.
Lolf?
No, I don't think he's talking about. I think he's talking about the one that was with. We're stepping away to discuss this, to where the body cannot hear us.
Right, yeah.
Sure, of course. I would never think otherwise.
Mm-hmm. The drow that was with what's his face, Micah, right?
Let's see.
Was
was
it
the
a drow or
captain?
was it an elf?
Drow are
she-
kind of elves.
Well, no, she was more of a woodland elf.
Okay,
I don't
so
think
that's
we
not a
might
drow.
toss a drow yet.
Um,
I could be wrong.
can
Does that description make me think of anyone?
yeah.
Give me a history check.
No, I cannot. Because
16.
I rolled a 2. Don't forget guidance.
Oh,
There was one that we ran into.
We ran into a drow?
18.
18. Bludgeon, you hang around the docks a lot. Why don't you go ahead and give me a roll too for history?
History, all right.
Going through my notes, sorry.
15 dirty.
15.
Damn it.
I mean, Padway was a tabaxi. You remember that much. She had a pretty extensive crew that got wiped out. You kind of thinking back, there was that individual that acted as a surrogate for collecting and distributing the coins.
Okay.
Maybe that's who
Is
you're
that the one that
thinking
we
of?
fed to? Is that the one that we fed to the mimic?
I think so.
Yeah, the
Oh,
tiefling,
shit.
right?
Was that a tiefling?
She was a tiefling, yeah.
Yeah, her name. I got her right name right here.
Other than that, you don't know of any drow specifically that you interacted with. There was the tiefling who was handling the coins. There was almost a sense of confusion in the halfling's voice about gender, almost as if they were describing.
The whispering wind.
Yeah, that was the tiefling that you guys took care of.
Mhm.
So far, no specific drow. She also describes the skin tone as a black and white skin tone, almost a kind of like strange kind of androgynous feature.
Joseph
Alright.
mentioned divinity. Is there a god that kind of has that hallmark that kind of matches that description?
You can give me a religion check and see if it gets recalled to you.
Oh, I would like to think about that too. Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe? No. Maybe?
Religion. Yeah,
maybe.
religion would be the only way it would happen.
Guidance. Ah, my dice. Don't take off.
I'll roll my religion too, I guess.
15.
Okay.
Ooh, my roll's not terrible.
Oh,
19 plus 4, 23.
Okay.
I got a 27. Natural 20.
The DC was a 25.
I don't remember what this does.
Because of your spiritual and religious background, Father Jinx, you get the notion that she has perfectly described the religious image of Asmodeus. And that is where we're going to finish tonight. You guys go ahead and linger.
We have
and
one
we
question
will...
left.
Oh,
We have
no,
one
we can
question left.
I know we can resolve that next week.
Okay.
You guys go ahead and linger. We'll talk about the schedule. Everyone else, thank you so much for coming out and watching. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget, play a game. I assure you, it's lots of fun. Good night, everybody.